Okay, take questions.
Kirby, Gus has floated this idea of quote-unquote fixing the two rivalry games at the end of Auburn's season where, they've got you and Alabama at home and the road in the same deal, and you guys are obviously in the same boat with them and Georgia Tech. Would you like to fix that and rotate to where one's at home, one's on the road, and basically host Auburn twice like they hosted Georgia twice in 12 and 13 if you got the chance to host them twice in a row to fix things a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. We get a chance to fix that and return the favor that we paid to them. I hear about that a lot. Obviously, I wasn't there, but about the 2 times they travel back to back, I think we can make it more consistent and we balance things out. Probably be helpful in the long run, but I got a feeling there's more to it than just us and them. It always affects so many other moving parts, but it would be nice to do that.
In theory, the soonest would be 19 since you're hosting this year that you could do it. But because the schedule is set in advance, I don't know if it's simple as the 2 schools just decide we're going to do this. But would you like to see it that fast, or would you wait until like 2026 or something when the next schedule comes out potentially to fix it? Like, would you like basically sooner the better?
Yeah, I feel like if we could fix it from that perspective, it would help, and it would help for not having 2 road games back to back for us in the situation we had like this year with the Auburn and the Georgia Tech back to back. But it's not exactly way high up on the priority list. I understand there's problems and difficulties trying to appease everybody, especially with the SEC conference having to do it. The way I understand it, the reason it happened the first time was because of the addition of the 2 teams. So.
Georgia obviously proposed the intra-conference transfer last year. Tabled. Where do you feel like that is now? And for grad transfers, should teams be able to, the original teams be able to dictate either where they can or not go?
Yeah, I think everybody has their preferences. I think that when you poll the SEC, who knows where to fall? We'll certainly find out here shortly. I think it's a lot of silence in the room last year when it's proposed, and now all of a sudden it's got maybe a little more steam. I certainly philosophically feel like if a person graduates from undergrad and they've done their graduation work and they choose to go somewhere else, the football activists could say they're only doing it for football, but there's 560 student athletes at the University of Georgia, and there's tons of those same student athletes in other sports that they may actively be going to pursue a graduate degree. Most people get a graduate degree where they got undergrad or somewhere else, usually somewhere else. So if they're going to graduate school for that purpose somewhere else, then I don't see the issue with them once they graduate and they've done that, and they have the year of eligibility remaining. If they want to do that, I think they should be able to do that. I would certainly be concerned about people trying to recruit seniors and trying to do that. I would don't know how you would police that and manage it, just like we do other recruiting things, and not allow that, because I'm not for that. Allowing them to actually recruit them. But the kid graduates from your school and they've done that, and usually when they're looking to leave, it's for some special reason of graduate school or whatever they want to do. So,
what did you say to coaches that object to it for the fact that they, a player spent 3 to 4 years or whatever working within their system, training, growing, and they go somewhere else to try to obviously, maybe play more or whatever.
You mean just like with those coaches, right? Yeah. So that's, just like I left Alabama, and all those secrets that I learned while I was there, I took with me, and Muschamp took all those secrets from LSU, and Jimbo took all those secrets from LSU, and now Jeremy's got all those secrets. So I just don't see it that way.
Kirby, what's fair in the transfer reform discussion? We get this working group. What's fair? How far should it go?
I think it's tough. I think it's a really hard situation, especially when you're designating undergraduate transfer, because it's easy to sit on the other side of it, and I certainly see it from the student athlete's perspective. But just my personal opinion, when I watch high school programs and I see the deterioration of high school football, a lot of it has come from transferring from high school to high school. And when you talk to every high school coach who they have a good pulse, at least in Georgia high school, of one of the epidemics, it's because of kids going to and from multiple times, and it creates a little bit of problem. That's why it's so important to me. If a kid got his degree, he gets his undergraduate degree, he should be able to do it when he came to get what he wanted to get. He got that. But I also understand the part where people would argue, well, a coach can go anytime he wants, so should a player. So I get both sides of the argument, but I do think that I've seen a lot of kids leave after year 1 or 2, and on numerous occasions, those kids came back and regretted that decision because they just didn't push through the hard times. I mean, I can remember like yesterday, I wanted to come home. I wanted to come home from school the freshman, sophomore year, and certainly glad that I stuck it out at this point.
Are you
Kirby,
okay with just notification as opposed to permission? That seems.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. It's going to be more what are the penalties for moving. The notification it's getting to be kind of standard where they would be able to go look around and see. And I know that's going to be talked about this summer.
Kirby,
what would you say to a new head coach in this league now that you've been through it yourself, coming in as opposed to what this league is all about?
Oh, it's tough. It's competitive. I don't think anybody that's a new head coach in this league doesn't already know what they stepped into. I mean, it's pretty standard operating procedure. It's tough recruiting in this league. It's really competitive on the field. You look at the production of the NFL players and the amount of NFL players that come out of it. I mean, it speaks for itself. I'm not here to give advice to anybody that's first-time head coach in the league.
Kirby, tangentially related to the transfer question. How are you?
I missed you. I missed the beginning of that.
Tangentially related to transfers, college football today, is it just, you're in a position to recruit talented quarterback every year, but is it hard to keep 2, much less 3 quarterbacks on a roster?
Yeah, obviously, I think you can see what we're going through now and what a lot of people are going through. It's the same thing because these young high school quarterbacks, a lot of them are doing the same thing in high school. They're positioning from 8th grade to 9th grade. Where can I be the quarterback in the 9th grade at this high school program? And when they just go shopping and searching, they find a place they can go. And a lot of them start for 3 and 4 years, where it used to didn't be that way. So now it's kind of trickling up to us. So you're sitting there with kids saying, all right, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there. You don't see the guy that, I mean, I use Hudson Mason as an example. I mean, he was a guy that kept getting better, and grew as a quarterback. Just not a lot of that. But I would argue that if you're a parent of a quarterback, that you would say, you know what, where's my son going to get the best development? Like, where's he going to get the best reps, learn to play a quarterback position like it is in the NFL? Not necessarily play first, but where's he going to learn how to play the position and sit in a meeting room where they teach you protections and the things you got to learn to play at the next level? Because they don't draft you at the next level just based on your play performance. They want to see what system you played in, how did you play, did you grow as a quarterback, have you learned? And it's tough. It's tough keeping them around because they all are used to going where they can play that way.
How does that change you when it comes to when you're trying to recruit these elite quarterbacks and you have to keep in the back of your mind, well, if they don't play, they might leave. It's kind
I
of
think that's true. I don't think that's true for elite quarterbacks. I think that's true for any quarterback. I mean, you know what we're going through with Destin, and everybody, we want to keep Destin there with us. You can't say that he was coming out of high school. It was that he's looking for an opportunity to play. And you got to do the math. I don't know. Y'all tell me how many Division I schools there are. There are 120, 110. There's way more than 130. So you're at 130. There's way more quarterbacks than that. And you would like to have, everybody would like to have 3 deep. So that's, how many is that? That's 390 or something. That's crazy to me that you're not going to have that. So it's a me now society. They want the self-gratification. They want to know they're going to be able to play. And it's different than any other position on the team. Because every other position on the team, other than maybe kicker, they know they can have another role.
Kirby, how much does that play into your decision?
Sorry, Marky.
How much does that play into your decision when you're making a decision who to start or what? You know, knowing that, okay, I got this young guy, he's a freshman, 5-star, you know, maybe he'll play later this season, but if I don't start him right away, maybe he's thinking about leaving.
I don't think you play that into the decision. I mean, you're being manipulated and dictated to, and you got to do what's best for your team, and you've also got to do what's best for each young man on your team for their development. And whatever that development is what you're trying to do. You've got to sell it to them. It's about the team, and you can't be just about you, even though there is a me generation and me society. And I think sometimes when you explain it to them, this is what's best for you, then you can help them understand why you're trying to do what you're doing.
You guys brought in Caleb Clinton late last year before, I guess preseason maybe. Is there a quarterback in 2018 that can play this year that's in the market for a teammate? Is there anybody out there, or
you know any? I mean, you're always looking to make your roster as good as you can and as best as you can. This has been an ongoing thing from us. Even we have to be able to forecast these things, like see it coming from a long way away. we were recruiting quarterbacks last year, multiple quarterbacks, for the idea that we might even sign two. Never came to fruition, and we thought we had a really good one in the situation we have with Stetson. But yeah, we're always open to that. Is there somebody I'm looking at specifically? No.
Classes are about to start back. You guys, I guess, you're going to kind of come back together as a team for summer session. What's the latest on D'Angelo Gibbs and kind of where is he going to be throughout the summer?
Same as it was last time. D'Angelo, when I talked to y'all at the whatever event it was in Columbus, it's really the same. He's got to do the things he's been asked to do, and we'll go and see how things go from there. But it's not something that I'm dealing with day to day. It's something that he's got to handle, and he's got to come to grips with.
Kind of similar question. As far as your incoming freshmen go, do you expect everybody to be able to start?
Certainly hope so. We should hope so. We'll find out next few days.
Well, back to the quarterback. When it comes to a third quarterback, do you feel good about where those walk-ons are, or somebody who could move, maybe play high school quarterback that you would move there?
It's hard to say I feel good about the high school quarterbacks. We've got two talented young men coming in, but they have not been with us. They'll be with us one day this week, whatever it is they report. They'll come in, and we're excited to see what they can do. From a meeting standpoint and conditioning standpoint, we'll be able to work with them. We won't really be able to evaluate them with a ball in their hands until fall. So I think that's why you're always looking and searching. You know, it's not beyond belief that we would not move somebody else or have somebody ready to play, very similar to the packages we had last year.
Kirby, Nick's talked about, especially last few off seasons, that he hears a lot from recruits that negative recruiting, other coaches speak about he's going to be gone in some time, whatever. What's your just thought on negative recruiting in that aspect? Is that just kind of part of the game, the deal? And kind of what do you think about, Nick's future, how long he can be?
That's up to Nick. I think Nick's in great health. I played pickup basketball with him for 20 years, it felt like. I mean, he takes care of himself, plays a lot of golf, he's very healthy. I mean, people ask me that question, I think he's going to coach as long as he wants to, because he's competitive. He doesn't want to do anything else, and he's good at what he does. So if a kid asks me that, I'm like, he may coach forever, because he's probably going to outlive me the way he takes care of his body. So I don't, I think that's to each his own. And negative recruiting, to me, never works on the kind of kids and the people you want in your program. Because if they're listening to that and they buy into that, they're probably a little gullible. Where I would much rather just be very honest and open, because you attract better quality people who respect the fact that you respect the other people in your league.
Coach, you started out, you kind of made light of taking the secrets away from Alabama and now Jeremy. Do people read into too much of what you are as a coach, or what any of the former Saban assistants are as coaches? Or how much would you say there has been carryover from what Nick's been able to do?
I learned a tremendous amount about being a leader and the head of the organization from working for Coach Saban. But it's not like I'm the first one to ever go do this. I mean, there's been guys that have been successful that left, and there's guys that haven't been successful. I think to each his own. It's about each individual person. Some guys try to do it like him, some don't. I mean, I don't think that's the exact recipe. You guys know better than I do the history of guys that have left. But I certainly don't want to discredit anything I learned in that organization or working for him. I worked for him in 3 different places, you got to remember. It's not like it's just Alabama. I worked with Miami Dolphins and LSU. So a lot of my success I can attribute to Nick. And I appreciate the way he developed not only me as a coach, but a lot of the guys that worked for him. He didn't look at it as he was going to keep a secret from you because you might leave one day. He was just training. He just was helping. So I don't think it's a real big deal when it comes to you leaving, and there's no real secrets out there in my opinion.
After that dynamic, how paranoid are coaches paranoid, you think, when getting calls and signals onto the field in an in-game situation? Is there a paranoia, you think?
Yeah, there's a lot of really paranoid coaches about that. You're not looking at one that's overly paranoid, but maybe I should be, because I got everywhere I've ever coached, people freaking out week before a game, day before the game. I mean, we played Alabama this year, and I had so much other stuff to worry about. I wasn't worried about that. It didn't change anything we did. And I don't know if they did or not. I had my hands full with other things, So I think there is a paranoia out there for that, and it's probably overdone in my opinion.
How did you handle Jeremy and Kevin talking while that was going on?
Same way you handled me getting the job at Georgia while I was working with trying to be Clemson. I mean, you got to be professional. I knew that Kevin was going to be recruiting for Tennessee while he worked for us, but Is it fair to our team or our kids to not have him coaching that game? I certainly don't think so. I mean, that's not right to Lorenzo and Davin to not have their coach just because he's recruiting for another team. Doesn't mean he didn't want to win that game as bad as we did.
Kirby, how many headsets did you guys wear last year, and will 20 be an adjustment?
I can't even tell you how many we wore, to be honest with you, but whatever the rule was, we'll follow, and I know it's a new rule now, so I think it's a big deal. Everybody's making a big deal about it. We'll deal with whatever the rules are we get, and we'll all be competitive about it.
Do you think the NCAA looking at like the 20 headset rule, or even like how many graduate assistants or analysts are on the team now? I know that's a lot of talk among other conferences.
Yeah.
Is the NCAA kind of getting too involved in kind of individual teams and how they kind of run things?
That's not for me to say. I mean, the NCAA has their motives and have their reasons for what they do. My focus is really on us and making sure that the people in our organization abide by the rules and that we do everything we can to help our student athletes be successful. And that's really all I think about that.
Kirby, how long did it take you to get over that last play? Just the way that ended.
I'll be honest with you, the way the world is now, we had to recruit within 2 days of that. So, I mean, I'm in the home selling the season we had and the progress we made, and you can't let that play beat you twice.
Right.
So, in this profession, you learn quickly. There's going to be plays that we're going to make and win a game, and they made great play and they won the game. So, I think it was a lot more important for us to move on and worry about recruiting than to dwell on that. I mean, it's certainly not something that I'm sitting here focused on now.
I think
Last question, guys. You had a restructuring to your offensive staff prior to spring. How did, looking back at those 15 practices and how you guys have recruited and worked since then, how you feel like that went? How you feel like Cheney and Foley and those guys reacted to kind of their new roles?
I think it's great. I think it was a very smooth transition. It was a very easy transition because Cheney's still over the top of the offensive staff. We got a new dynamic in Cortez, which was great for the receiver room. Coley provides a lot of energy in the quarterback room, so very pleased with where it is and excited to see where it goes. Thanks, guys.
Coach Saban should be in momentarily.